And then sitting on the seat is Torrance Parker. This is Billy Parker's son. But I think he could do a much better job of it.
See how happy I am to be here with all you people. Get along with me. I'm so proud with the band because me and my father put the ball for people that love the evening. And these guys did a marvelous job. And there's a little story. And then I said, well, what was your favorite era during your career? And he didn't hesitate. He says, the Pusher days. And then, of course, that would have been prior to World War I when there were a few pilots. And they did exhibition flying. These airplanes were designed to take off in a very short field off racetracks and unimproved pastures and things like that. And they gave exhibitions with him. And he loved that work. And he loved the Pushers. He kept flying the Pushers until he retired from flying. It is an honor for me to be here, and thank you very much.
Now we're going to fire this airplane up. This airplane has never started before, so this is kind of an experiment. Sitting in the seat is Bill Avilio, and he's a retired major from the Air Force, and a past airline pilot, and a few other things. And when we get this thing running really good, he'll probably be the one to test fly it. And I hope he does, because if he doesn't do it, then I'm done.
So there's a lot of legends that go around about Billy Parker's airplanes, and we believe that some of the parts on this airplane may date back to 1912. The radiator is off a Curtiss flying boat. The engine is a 1917 Curtiss OX-5. Most of these parts are stock Curtiss parts that he put together in this Pusher configuration. He was well known for making aircraft for exhibitions that were stronger than the regular Curtiss Pushers, so people would loop them and do different aerobatic routines with them. Appeared in many movies over the years. We believe it was substantially damaged at the end of one of those movies, and it was parked in a barn for a long period before Terry Brand, our founder, acquired the aircraft. And then it sat and sat and sat in the back of a hangar until about a year ago we got a grant here at WAM to restore the aircraft.
And I'm just, wanting to thank all the volunteers, for everything they put into it. I don't think it would have been possible, if anybody had not shown up, especially today. Harold and I were making wires to brace it so the tail wouldn't flop around when they started it. And we were tightening the last one about 10 seconds before the door opened. And also, Bob, who made us the tanks, delivered the second tank here about half an hour ago. So this was very much so down to the wire. Definitely honey there. Thank you everybody for being here, and all the volunteers for helping. And this has been a lot of fun to work on this airplane. We passed around some images there early on. It shows its different lives. Sometimes it's got Jenny wings, sometimes it's got the shorter wings with the ailerons in the center. If you want to pass those around the crowd and take a look at them, we would like to collect all those images back. We also up front on the cart here have a lot of its original remnants. You're welcome to take a look at that. The original fuel tanks on there, one of the original fuel tanks, some of the skin, the original brake pads. They're pretty interesting to look at. Andy Anderson was a volunteer at the museum here and carves the old horses on the merry-go-rounds. He carved us the new wood brake pads. And then after we get this thing started, you're welcome to, after we turn it off, you're welcome to come up, check it out, talk to the crew, ask them questions. There's a lot of great stories to it.
Don't decapitate yourself there.
He's trying to get the oil to it. And now he's trying to start it. He's really trying.